Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. This is Dr. Rao. I was writing and making a movie this morning, and what is supposed to be the real pranayama, right? Um, Many people think pranayama in yoga is about breathing, and that's it. Actually, prana means vital living force, right? And breathing is a tool for it to get the vital force from within, from the air. But actual prana is that vital force that goes around our body and our organs and gives us a lot of energy and all the ability to do stuff, right? It does use the air as one of them, but then prana means vital force, vital living force. So ayama means extending that. How do you extend that? First of all, we get to understand how does prana come from? What are the sources? There are five sources described. One is from the earth in the form of food, and from air in the form of the oxygen, from water as water, and from the sun as the fire that we need in the body, and from the sky as thoughts. All these are contributing to the development of vital force, which is called prana. And again, this prana distributes in the body in several ways. The one that works with the chest and the heart and all that, that's basically again called prana. And then the digestion, digesting stuff that we eat and making into small particles which we can absorb or assimilate, that is the samana energy, right? And the third one is we have got to do with what we excrete, both in the form of urine and feces and all that. That is the one that is called apana, prana, samana, apana. And there is one more called vyana, that is distributes all this energy that we made in the body, distributes to the arms and legs and doing stuff and all that, right? And then that is vyana, right? And then the fifth one is called udana, where it is got to do with your nervous energy, with your thoughts, with the emotions and all that. That's where you want to really um, enhance yourself from an ordinary reaction and smaller thinking, constructive thinking, egotistical to something larger, bigger perspective in your mind, in your thoughts and feelings, right? So that is udana. So they want you to, udana means uplifting to yourself from narrow-minded thinking to broad-minded, expansive, spiritual, inclusive thinking, right? So these are all the five types of prana. One is the prana, main thing is, and then rest of them are samana, apana, vyana, udana, right? So obviously, with the food, you want to have vital food that gives you energy very well. Okay, organic, naturally grown, not really, polluted by other chemicals and all that. And water, obviously, pure water, and oxygen also from the pure air. And we take a walk in the sun and absorb the heat from him. And fifth one is where we really streamline our thinking and develop much more liberating, much more expansive thinking, and also really identify our true source and stay there, whereby our mind's activity will be settled down. Then that calms down the breathing. So the few breaths you breathe, that's better, because you have a fixed number of breaths in life, and then the more you conserve in terms of number of breaths, the longer you live. That is the premise of that, right? So think about that, so if the thinking is not too much, then the breaths can be, instead of 15 per minute or 16 per minute, they will go down to 4 to 6. This is what many yogis achieve, because they controlling the breath by controlling their mind, by identifying with something other than mind, which they are, right? So these are all different ways of doing that. Okay, and now there are several asanas that you can be very much the same asanas, or don't do the same energy. For example, pranayama. For the pranam, you want breathing wise, it's called alternate nostril breathing, nadi shodhana, and chest opening asanas, like cobra pose and upward facing dog pose. These are two examples of prana. Anything that opens the chest, they will promote that prana, that promotes the respirations and also cardiovascular systems. Now, samana, the one that facilitates digestion and assimilation, that has got suitable asanas and twists, such as any number of twists that you do, like a fish pose, or boat pose, Nava pose, they call it boat pose, or abdominal locks. All these they promote abdominal digestion and assimilation. The third one, the apana, managing the excretion and elimination, they have forward bends. Seated forward bend is better actually, and squatting poses, and like a garland pose, they call it. There's a malasana, and also happy baby pose, lying down and holding both feet and playing with them, right? Then Vyana, which is the skeletal and other systems where the energy expands to several things, that has got suitable poses are dynamic movements, like you can do the sun salutations, which I talk about all the time, and also warrior two pose. Okay, and now you can also do trikonasanas. These are my favorite actually, with trikonasanas and all that. And then udana, which is much more combining a higher thinking and soul energy and all that. That one is inverting asanas, like Sishasana, headstand, right? Headstand, and also tall tree-like, and then shoulder stand. All these things are okay. So that is some of those things you can really do that. Now, let me talk about the daily practice that you could do. What you could do is, in the morning time, you can do, just alternate nostril breathings. Then it will be much much better. And also what's called kapala bhati, like pumping the skull shining breath. You have to use the abdominal up and down, right? And then you do some yogasana practice, depending on what energy you want to improve, and also you do some meditation to calm your mind. Okay, and then there are some pranic healing techniques that are there. That's beyond this talk, but then you can learn about them too. And then you have to connect with the nature, take walks in the sun and all that. And then, of course, you have to pay attention to your healthy diet and hydration, and mindful activities, and then evening restoration. All these things are daily routines, are there. I made a movie of that, and I put it uh, in the chart, I think, with some of the people in the LinkedIn and other places. Um, so this is an important topic, real pranayama. Um, Breathing is a tool of it, so you can enhance breathing with the regular breathing exercise we do. But just deep breathing is not enough. But understanding where this energy coming from, where it is distributed in the body, which systems are held by which kind of energy, and what are the breathing and postures that you could use to promote that. For example, suppose you are digestive is not functioning optimal. You have bloatedness, you have constipation, or you have the runs and all whatever that is. Then focusing on the apana energy and samana energy will help you a lot, right? So suppose you are having difficulty breathing and shortness of breath and all that, you can do real pranic energy, right? Suppose you are not able to move, not able to walk, not able to do much activity, getting tired, then you can do Vyana promoting breathing and asanas. Okay, so anyway, this is something very easy to understand and easy to implement in our regular lifestyles, thereby promoting not only disease lessening processes but also getting better from if you have some problem with those kind of systems, and then you can increase your energy better, right? So do the deep breathing, do the asanas, do the meditation, that's all fine, but then understand what is behind it. So there's a much more deeper topic, and we will take it up some other time. I just came here for few minutes only. Hi, Nach, how are you? Let me see. Let me talk to him. So we'll see what Nach has to say about it. So lots of times people cannot really do deep breathing, and they don't know what to do, how to do, to what time, and all that, right? That's there. But then just deep breathing is not enough. And obviously, if you practice the deep breathing, always consult somebody who is an expert in that, and take instructions and build up slowly and use regularly. That will help. But then understanding what I told you about deeper realities about this vital energy that we have, using the breathing as a tool, but you can also do other things too. Okay, so that's about it. And I wish I could talk more with you. Probably I will take this topic in a much more elaborative way. I made a big video on this too, and also some small reels also. You can look at them if you are interested. They're all posted on the social media. All right, thank you, and I will see you again. Bye bye.